Okay, I'm going to, wait, let me see if I put I don't know if this is going to work better with my headsets. Well, I'll try in a bit. I want to prove my point here that the photos get better as time goes by and people touch and play them. This is really important photo that is changing. Now here's the deal. I got this photo playing back Search for Summer Wells that they played on Dr. Phil. I'm looking at it, I'm like, aren't those the white jugs? We didn't see those before. This photo is changing and giving answers right in front of everyone's eyes, and nothing's been done. Look at this photo. She is not in a car. Look at all the information that is coming through. I literally just put this on quickly so I could watch it live with you guys, because I like to watch this stuff live and crop it and keep going on that, and then it just keeps changing. This is about to show, it looks like, two people. I'm so happy I could do this stuff live. I'm flipping out because watch what's happening to this picture as Dr. Phil thinks they're not guilty. Here it goes. Pretty sick. I want to hear what you guys have to say, what you see. It's gonna keep changing. This is crazy. I'm gonna look at the other ones too. Tools, crop. We could probably watch a couple at a time. Let's see. This is nuts. This is crazy that this is right on the news channel. Right on the news channel and right in front of us. Let's see what shows. I do have a video. Let me say I made a video of it. Yeah, there's actually a couple different, more than a couple, videos and photos that Dr. Phil used that came from the original. And that's why this is changing. Look at that. It's going to give us a lot of information. As we're watching this, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to put a couple of them up. Let me see. See if I could just crop it like. Sometimes it works better when there are no words in there, so I'm going to crop this one a little tighter and put this on. And then I want to show you all, wow, this is interesting. This is crazy shit. Yeah, I think they're innocent. Maybe he did that on purpose, because we all know they're not. Okay, here we go. That's going to keep changing. It's looking pretty crazy. Okay, I want to show you. I wish I gotta look her name up, or say in the chat who told me to look into Madeline. To the Madeline case. But I have a little folder, and I actually already sent it off to authorities. This is gonna blow your guys' mind. No, it's changing. Okay, Madeline. Let me, let's look on my phone and see. I wonder if I have your, I'm gonna look at the chat and see if I can find you. It was a case out of Germany. Let me see here. Not sure. right, let me look at this case here. As that keeps changing, I want to show you guys something. This case. Y'all remember her face? This case. Madeline McCain. So as that other picture keeps changing, it's going to just keep changing. I looked into this case. It didn't take long. McCain, to find horrific photos that actually, it's the craziest thing. Same group as Summer Wells. Watch this. Wait 1 second. Oh, wait, where's my PDF? Where I made a PDF, that's right? This group has, the mother and the father have the same markings. Oh, look at our photos over there changing. Keep that there. I'm going to put this presentation up to show you the photos. I went through the history of the family and the photos. And when I saw that they were looked at for keeping a, what is it they called it? Like a big, huge property of land specifically for sex trafficking. They couldn't prove anything, but they were looking into this. Now, as soon as I heard that, and then I looked further and tried to look into the family. Watch this. I'm gonna get it to the right picture, but we're gonna let that keep going. Okay, wait. Let me get off the Summer. Let me show you. This is Madeline. Forget the clown face, but I wanted to show you the clown number 5 is in all these photos as well. So I went to their family photos. This is Michelle, Madeline. Let me put a little thing across the bottom. So wait. Wait. Let me get her. I want to put this across correctly. Okay. So when anyone comes in a little later, they won't be like, what the heck is that? Okay. See if I just don't want to. Yep. McCain. May 3rd, 2007. May 3rd, 2007. Went missing. Okay. Put this on the bottom. Watch this, you guys. Oh wait, that's Amy. That's the same Amy. Okay, here they are. First photo. It's gonna make you sick. This is the first photo of the family. And the first thing I go to are the fingers and the hair and the head and the toes. The mom has the same bump on her head that Candace has on everything. The little boy's hand has the V in it. That's not a hand. We all know that that's God knows what he's holding. And the other finger is a woman's nail. Now let me tell you something, because I've done this with Summer Wells for very long, and I know what to look for, and I definitely know when something doesn't look correct. Because after 4+ months, going on 5, I know what to look for. So these are the feet. This is what the feet look like underneath the book. First of all, they're all bloody, and they're all cut up, and then they have this white thing with something coming out of it. All of these elements that you see here are the same elements that I find in the cases that I'm looking, all the cases I'm looking at. This is her. So her hair has an M, her eyes change, and those red things are stuck in her head, and her little finger is a symbol as the other fingers. It's a little boy. Here's the father. Looked at his knuckles. To me, they have, and that thing sticking out of her head. That thing sticking out of her head to me is the most curious. All I know is it takes one symbol to show that these are connected, but the thing sticking out of her head, these guys are guilty. It's his ring, her ring. Oh, look at this photo. This was in there. This was on her family photos. Her elbow looks just like Don Wells' elbow, like it has a boob on it. And that's coming out of her arm, you guys. And her finger is adult thumb with the pink nail polish. I already sent this in. I mean, they fit the profile completely the same. I can't wait to go research into him and see. Oh no, this is the other child. Let's stick on this. So I wanted to show you that how deep I believe this goes, and it's sad. There was a guy. Wait. Oh, it keeps changing. This guy, I'm going to show you right now. I hear that they say they're trying to find stuff on him to see if he's guilty. Well, I just did all the videos on his face. I mean, his face is covered in symbols. This is what it looks like close up. And then the closer you get, the more information it tells you. That's his face, actually. And I'm showing this because it's pixelated. See how it's pixelated? But in there is a photo. In there, like I've taught you guys, is a photo. And that's a photo of the location. It actually turns into some sort of temple. That's what that friggin' thing turns into. Or let me see if I could crop it. 1200. Let me see. I'm going to crop it and see if it changes a little for you guys, and you'll see what I mean. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use this one. So this is what I do to their photos. Anywhere that I see that pixelation or any kind of symbol or just shit that's not supposed to be on a photo, okay? This was one of them. And the more I played with this, it kept changing and changing. But I'm not going to keep putting all that stuff up here. Just look, that's his face. I think he's guilty. I don't mean you don't have this shit in your on your face. And then this is another photo I grabbed. Whoops. Change it. They're just like grids. They're like very odd looking. But that's as far as I got. I haven't really gone too deep. I kind of stopped after I saw that there's like common threads There's definitely common threads, and I sent it to the team that's taking care of a couple other cases, and I'm connecting them all together. So I wanted to give you just a little heads up on that. Let's go back to our summer photo. Well, we're all pretty crystal clear, right, that we see jugs and they're not milk jugs. And now we see the V. And this just keeps changing. I am crazy shocked. The part in the fuzzy area is really what we want to get to, because that's I think the meat and potatoes. I think that's the part that gives the most information. Copy. Okay, let's see. The more I move it, like I said, the better it is for the photo. And this is right on Dr. Phil. If you guys want to see something crazy that I pulled off of his show. So right in the beginning, when he introduces them and asks Candace if she's guilty, and this is one of the photos that's already hidden in there. They did do a photo of the door, but this changed. It's right in between, like 15 seconds in. See the little photo? That's what's snuck in there. It's in there. And it's not as if they're doing it. I think all their photos are changing. We would have noticed this before at the face on the wall. I've uncovered this before, but this is what Dr. Phil had. This was Dr. Phil's show. A lot on there, like they really snuck some shit in there. See how this one's changing? The more, maybe that's why they put him on Dr. Phil, because the more these photos are tampered with and played with and just over and over, oh, here. Here's the video. Let's see if the video does anything. Here's a video. I just did a small little video of her. Okay, we'll ignore my pink phone because that's not what's important. But sometimes when you do it on movement, it's even better. So let's see here. This is the actual clip from Dr. Phil. This is what I want to show you. Dr. Phil, that's the girl she's the only one I know that played the whole thing. And then it goes into Dr. Phil. And that came from the reporters. So let's see. I just want to see if we can get it to change any more while I'm on. I'm looking for those, like a bright light type of a thing happens. And no one could say that I obviously didn't touch this shit, because it's straight from them. It's straight from the newscast. Let's see. So I'm gonna spend some time playing with photos like this. They're definitely getting better, and I think I will have a clear photo in maybe a few hours. Okay, so I wanted to obviously show you that about the Madeline. And let me see. I've really I'm making sure that I add to the little portfolio here on what I believe are to be the most important elements and the most important subjects and details and elements, just to keep in the back of your mind through all the chaos. I'm just going to review it one more time. So look at the fingers, any kind of body dysfunction. The eyes, the hair, holes in the ground, as this one. These are just all kids that I found that are within the arm's reach of the wells, and then obviously children that we don't know. The legs are usually bloody. The legs are just usually really bad. These are the different baby Summer's faces. And her hands usually, one of her fingers or her hands or her toes or something are giving usually if not every time, some kind of a symbol of the age and information of the child. But they used her as the face, I feel. And I feel as if that happened to Madeline too, where she lived, by their area, and I feel like that happened to Amy 30 years ago. I think that this has happened to many kids. I mean, hundreds of kids. And the funny thing, it's not funny. Like, I think I said this before, Donald spoke last week. And one of the things he was talking about is he used the word colony instead of like city or group. He almost like said there's so many missing people within that colony. And he meant that area of who's in charge of grabbing the children. I don't understand. Rosemary Bly, I think I've shown enough information that, they would reopen the case, maybe. This is, Number 5. 5 is a big one. I have, look at this. This is Amy's hand. There, look at the 5 just pops up in her overalls and on her head. But there's a lot of pictures that I don't share because I know it's very hard to see when it's pixelated and put in front. Looks like there's nothing, but there's a lot. Like, there's a lot of information in that one. To me, it shows areas of missing children. Oh gosh. All these kids, Lori Bilo's son, has the same thing on his ear that most of the kids have. And then I showed you this, the finger on the bottom. This is just I want you guys to really feel this and grasp what's happening, grasp this deep dark web that they're using, grasp the fact that it's just not the children. It's hard to find these children and what's going on because the parents are part of it. I know you can't see that one because it's so big, but her whole arm starts to bleed and it starts down by her knuckles, and she has a letter B on her finger. It's pretty messy. These are things that you see, and it's their child's face. A lot of times is just the cover up for all their faces. I mean, I'm learning. This one's bad. Just a little review of what I all the stuff that I gathered and go to bed with. Oh, I tell ya. Now these symbols in front of the little girls' faces, that's the same symbol. It was like a child. It was like a string person hanging, and it was on that Madeline's mom's shirt as well. See, this stuff just gets just bad. I really, really, really pray to God every day that I wake up to them being at least questioned. I mean, least questioned. Just something. Look at the photo. This is going to keep changing, but I could tell you, folks, it ain't what it was before, that's for sure. Because there's no way, if you think back, because your brain is going to want to tell you something else. If you think back, when we didn't see anything in the trunk, there was nothing in the trunk. It was like, it was a car to everybody. I cropped out the sides. I mean, why are we talking about this? I mean, you could tell now in the back it's no one's car. Look at that. I'm gonna let this keep brewing. I really just wanted to let y'all know that I did look into that Madeline case, and I did hand it off to the right people. And to me, it's just another example of what's going on in around our country. I should say, really internationally. This is real. This is stealing a lot of our beautiful children in the future, and we're not finding them, and this keeps going. It's really, really deep, dark shit. So let's keep our faith. Okay, guys, talk to you later.